Hello, and welcome to day 9 of Hearing God Every Day. This is probably not going to occur to you because this is not this time frame it's happened, but as of right now in real time, this is the first video I've made in like a week because we went out of town and then we got food poisoning and we had to stay an extra 2 days, and then we come back home and both of my kids got the stomach thing that's going around, and the little one threw up first time ever and it freaked me out. We had to take him to the ER, and the other one started throwing up, and then we started getting better from food poisoning, and then we got the stomach thing that they had, and then it was just like a lot of craziness. So I'm back though. I'm going to continue on doing this thing. While we were gone out of town, though, I did make notes every day of how I was hearing God. So I'm just going to read from my notes, just one day at a time. So on March 10th, we were at my mother-in-law's house, and I was carrying something. I think I was carrying Charlie in the car seat. Hi, baby. And it was just me. And I carried him, and I was like in her small little kitchen, and I ran into the refrigerator and I hurt myself. Oh, hi. Hi. But not that bad. It was just kind of funny. I just ran into the refrigerator, and I like saw Jesus laughing at me in my head. So that was funny. And it was just a feeling I had that day that it was just like a security and a confidence. And I could just feel his presence and his acceptance of me, even though I run into refrigerators and stuff like that. I was just okay with being me and not trying to impress anybody. And then there was a time in that day where I couldn't find Anthony's sippy cup. So I asked Holy Spirit, where's the sippy cup? And I saw a right arm. And to me, the first thing I thought of was I had seen some Arm & Hammer cleaning like baking soda or something like that in her garage, and so I was like, oh yeah, it's in the garage. So it was not in the garage though. So what I learned from this was, don't just jump to the first thing you think of, like maybe have a conversation with the Holy Spirit. Be like, okay, what does that mean? Not just, oh, it's that. Like, there's nothing wrong with that, but it's a learning experience. And then, oh, this is a super cool thing that my husband actually told me, was about a lot of times, like when I've been talking about God stuff, and I like just really know that I'm saying something that like I know God's told me before. I'll start like getting like a vibration in my chest and in my like stomach and my spirit and stuff, like just just a buzzing, I guess, and shaking a little bit, and so it gets in my hands sometimes, and I've always wondered, like, what's that about, and Ebo is on, baby. That's Nemo, is Ebo now. Bring it to me. And so it's over there by the door, baby. Go get it and bring it to me. And so I've always kind of wondered, like, what's that about, and only really heard people say it's like a witness or something, but I didn't know what that meant. Well, he told me something super cool that he heard from Damon Thompson, that like it's a physics term, and I'm gonna just butcher it if I try to remember what it's called, but it's like the principle is, and they've done it with tuning forks, that even if they're far away, if they're separated from a great distance, is what he said, but they're vibrating at the same frequency. Wait. If there's 2 tuning forks in the same area, but they're separated by like a distance, and one is vibrating at one frequency, that the other one will start to vibrate at that frequency, even though it wasn't even like hit. And so, anyways, Anthony, you can get on here and explain it. But I thought it was cool because he was applying it to like, we're separated by a great distance, like, but we still have the Holy Spirit in us. So when we start speaking words that he is speaking in heaven, or like inside of us, like, and we start to vibrate the same frequency that he is, Like, that's where that shaking, like the actual physical, the physics of it, like, why does your body physically react when to a spiritual thing? And I just thought that was so cool that, like, we're vibrating at the same frequency as the Holy Spirit when you, and that's how you know, like, when you're saying stuff that's on point with what God's saying and you get to shaking and stuff. I just thought that was really neat. So, today, let me get my notes back out. For this day, and stay tuned because the rest of the week was crazy. But God spoke to me in all of it. So, the way to this day was I saw a picture of Jesus in my head laughing at me, a feeling of security and acceptance, a picture in my mind of where the sippy cup was, and then through my husband. So, other people. All right, see you tomorrow.